And in terms of Nikki Haley versus Donald Trump, just how different are their platforms in terms of policy matters, in particular foreign policy? Are we seeing wider and wider gaps emerge?
Yes, Ambassador Haley is doing her best now to distinguish herself from President Trump, something that she didn't do through much of her campaign. And that's unfortunate. I think if she had done that, if she had highlighted those differences earlier, she probably would be doing better right now. In terms of foreign policy, Ambassador Haley looks much more like a traditional Republican, very concerned about Russia, supportive of U.S. efforts and global efforts in Ukraine, where President Trump is much more isolationist in his approach to foreign policy. On domestic policy,
Okay.
President Trump is running hard on immigration, a very restrictionist immigration policy. Uh, Ambassador Haley echoes many of those positions, but in the past, she's shown a greater openness to immigration, and that's being used against her in commercials that President Trump is running right now in New Hampshire.
Well, the whole world will be watching so closely as those results come in from New Hampshire. But what happens next? What happens after that in terms of the process that we now go through as this election year really kicks off in earnest?
We have a couple of more small states that are holding Republican primaries or caucuses. Nevada is the first of those. President Trump has done a lot of organization there and has worked with the state party in such a way that he will likely win almost all of the delegates from Nevada. Then the next state is South Carolina. Interestingly, the state that Ambassador Haley used to be governor of, so you'd think she might have an advantage there. But over the years, her connections to South Carolina have weakened, and President Trump looks like he has a strong advantage there. That's another reason why New Hampshire is so very important for Ambassador Haley, because it's sort of the last state where she has a reasonable shot at a slight win or even a slight loss for a while. And even if President Trump hypothetically weren't to do as well tomorrow as is expected, he'd do very well in the next couple of states and would sort of reassert his leadership. That said, I sort of suspect that former President Trump will win New Hampshire pretty decisively tomorrow.
Yeah, not long until we see those results. DeSipio, really appreciate your analysis. Thanks so much.